Boro Aboye. Today, I want to share with you one thing that I dislike about the age and seniority system that we practice within Orisa Lifestyle. There's a tendency for people within the practice who have been around for long enough to say they've been around. Maybe somebody's been around for 20 years. Maybe they've been around for 30 years, right? And they can say, yeah, I'm a veteran. Or maybe somebody's just been around for 5 years compared to someone who just came around 3 months ago. They can say with confidence, yeah, I'm a veteran. I know a lot more than you do. There's a tendency for people within that, that mindset, in that position, to look at the next wave of people and just condemn them, to criticize them and declare that they are uneducated, untrained, unqualified, and maybe even unfit to think, say, or do anything within the tradition. And that's a problem for one very fundamental reason. Most importantly, because that's not the role of eldership. That's not the purpose of eldership. Elders don't curse the next generation, right? Elders bless the next generation. Elders don't put up blockages and speak of all the limitations of the next generation. Elders build palisades and ladders and elevators and scaffolding. We do everything possible to create a new set of opportunities for the next generation. And that has nothing to do with just bold blanket condemnation of the next wave of practitioners. That's just not the way it goes. So where does this come from? Where does all this poisonous, venomous talk come from? From people who are supposed to be elders, people who are supposed to be in positions of authority. Why is there this tendency for people to be so condemning of the next wave of people? It has everything to do with our shadow nature, okay? Every individual has a shadow, okay? Every single individual has a shadow. And the shadow is super important, right? Ifa tells us that earth is a marketplace. Heaven is our home. When you get to the gates of heaven, you will account for your deeds. This Ifa tells about how a person, a soul, makes their return to the heavenly realm, and they have to account for what happened. What did you do in the marketplace? Did you earn? Did you lose? Did you buy? Did you sell? Did you steal? Did you get stolen from? What happened? Right? But you don't talk. Your mouth doesn't talk. It's your shadow that gives the account for how you lived in the world. Psychologically, your shadow is that aspect of your consciousness that is left unreconciled. It's that part of yourself that you can't really face. It's that part of yourself that you can't really fully embrace as a part of who you are. It's your dark side, right? If you're a Star Wars fan, it's your shadow is the dark side, right? But you'd have to look at it all as a part of your consciousness, right? Darth Vader isn't another person. Darth Vader is a part of the human psyche. He is the embodiment of the dark side that resides in every woman's consciousness. If you're unable to reconcile your shadow, you end up projecting it out into the world. And you end up saying that everybody else is poisoned and contaminated and wrong, right? The shadow is that part of yourself that you can never run away from. It's the part that you must illuminate. Every Orisha has a shadow, right? When you look at the divinities, Ogun has a shadow nature. Shango has a shadow nature. Obatala has a shadow nature. Orumila has a shadow nature, right? This is the part of the Orisha that we tend to overlook and de-emphasize. But it is utterly essential in order for us to understand ourselves fully so that we can be everything that we're destined to be, especially as we age and we mature and we develop in the practice. then we can look back at the next generation and we can see the full, complete spectrum of what it means to be a human being. And we can speak life into the next generation of practitioners. No matter what we see them doing, no matter what mistakes we see them making, no matter what frailties and inadequacies we recognize that they have, because we've reconciled our own shadow nature, we can look at them and we can speak love into their lives, and we can guide them toward a better place based on our real understanding of what it means to make the journey of life and become whole. So the thing that I really want to encourage all of us who are just further along the road than the next wave of people, no matter if you've been around for 30 years, if you've been around for 40 years, if you've been around for 5 years, when you see the next wave of people coming forward and you see that they're doing something that just antagonizes you to no end, take it as an opportunity to illuminate your own shadow nature. Something in what the next wave of people is doing triggers you, because that is something within your own life experience that you need to give light to. It's something that you need to focus upon. It's something that you need to reconcile within yourself so that you can be at peace. And then you can take the learnings and the lessons from your own shadow, and you can use them as fountains of wisdom to share with the next wave of practitioners. Aboro aboye, aboshishe.